Put your trust in the News 12 NBC 26 First Alert Weather Team.
Like and follow News 1226 on Facebook for the latest up-to-date coverage near you.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12 First at 5.
A golf legend honored by Payne College, Lee Elder, the first black man to play in the Masters, being awarded an honorary degree for lifetime achievement. It's happening right now. In fact, we're going to give you a live look from Payne College, where this ceremony is just about to get started. Our Payne College chairman, Michael Thurman, announcing this news back in December that Elder would be getting this award. He's going to be joining Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player as honorary starters as they kick off the Masters tournament on Thursday. So this is the beginning of a very special week in Augusta. We're going to be dipping into this ceremony, following it throughout the afternoon. We're going to take you back there live in the next half hour to the campus of Payne College, honoring Lee Elder. So the second day of practice rounds, always a busy time at Augusta National. The golfers are working to fine-tune the game in these perfect conditions. And the patrons, they're enjoying a day getting closer look at the golfers, the best from around the world here in Augusta. Of course, the strokes don't count until the tournament begins on Thursday, but there's already a lot of buzz about who's going to wear the green jacket on Sunday afternoon. There's also talk about who is noticeably not here this year, and that would be Tiger Woods. Today, Justin Thomas talking about his recent visit with Tiger.
That's just what I want to do for him, is just be like, dude, like, I'll do anything you want. You know, if you need me to help out with your kids, I can do that. If you want me to bring you, if you're craving McDonald's and you want me to bring it over, like, dude, I don't care. I'm here for you. I'll help out however I can. And but he's been good. It's been good to just go hang out with them, and we're fortunate with the basketball just to kind of hang out and watch sports like we would any normal time.
Yeah, that's what friends are for. There's been some talk that an empty chair will be set out in this room at the Champions Dinner for Tiger tonight. And take a look at the menu for this evening. Defending champ Dustin Johnson says he worked with a clubhouse chef to come up with a main course of filet mignon and marinated sea bass. And late today, it wasn't the main course, but this golf course on his mind.
The course is in fantastic condition. It's pretty firm for yesterday and today. For Monday and Tuesday, it's ball's bouncing a good bit, and greens are rolling really nice. So definitely a lot of different conditions than it was in November.
So the November tournament means he's held the title for just about 5 months now. That's not long, is it? No doubt he's hoping to extend his run with a win this week and keep that green jacket a little longer. Happening tomorrow, the Aiken Chamber of Commerce hosting what they're calling a virtual tea time. They're going to be talking about all things city-related, as well as feature an exclusive interview with Kevin Kisner, who, of course, is from Aiken. This is taking place tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. We have the link to register for that on the website, wrdw.com. Let's have a look outside now. Downtown Augusta looking good as we check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale.
Beautiful afternoon out there for us, Richard. We're seeing temperatures back into the 80s this afternoon, and it really doesn't matter where we point our camera today. We are seeing bluebird skies. Here's a look down Washington Road, Azalea Drive. A very comfortable afternoon inside Augusta here. Currently at 84 degrees inside the metro. Another very kind of summer-like day for us, well above average for this time in April. Now, if you have any plans to maybe be out this evening, a perfect opportunity to go check out some of our local restaurants, do some outdoor dining. Temperatures at 6 should be close to 80, and then by 8 p.m. we'll most likely be down to the low 70s. So as far as temperatures go this evening, very warm outlook, and those skies should stay generally clear as well. Many of us have seen at least the 80s today. We're still at 85 in Augusta, 80 in Edgefield, 80 in Waynesboro. Louisville, you're coming in at 84 degrees. Inside the metro, Daniel Field, you're at 84. Daniel Field will be that warmer spot tonight as far as low temperatures go. If you do live inside Bobby Jones, your low temperatures will stay closer to 60. Outside the metro, though, could get down close to 50. We'll take a look at some rain moving in later in the week in your First Alert forecast.
Breaking news to pass along: a fire that's been happening in Grovetown. We're showing you some live pictures at a multi-family dwelling. This is Aberdeen Circle. That's in the Canterbury Farm subdivision, not too far from Interstate 20. Officials tell us 8 units have been damaged by fire there. The call coming in just after 3:15 this afternoon. The good news here, no injuries are reported at this time. We'll keep an ear on that story for you. Crews have been battling flames this afternoon as a home and shed burned in Gloverville. This is near Augusta Road and Pine Street. The home was apparently being fed by natural gas line, but no injuries reported there, but extensive extensive damage, not much left at all. A big day as crews break ground for a new community campus in the Harrisburg and Laney Walker neighborhoods. This center will be a hub for community innovation. 2 buildings going up at the same time at Fenwick Street and Chafee Avenue. One building will be a community center, the other a brand new state-of-the-art Boys and Girls Club. The community center will house 5 nonprofits. We're going to have much more on the plans and how the Augusta National is helping make this dream come a reality. That's ahead right here in the next half hour. We've been telling you how airports across the country are seeing a boost in travelers recently, and check out the action at Augusta Regional. They've seen their numbers increasing because of the Masters. Will Rio live for us from Augusta Regional, and Will, this boost of travelers is certainly helping them after a really tough year.
Absolutely, Richard. I mean, it's been a welcoming sight here at Augusta Regional Airport. We've been out here all day. Planes have been flying in one after another from left and right. I mean, it's just been crazy to see all this traffic coming into Augusta finally. And what we're seeing, they say after the past 2 days, this has been the most traffic they've seen over the past year. And they say that these private and commercial jets have been lining the runway here at Augusta Regional for the second day of Masters Week. Airport officials say yesterday they saw their biggest single-day crowd in the past year. It's a sign of relief for the struggling flight industry and our local airports. Through the pandemic, Augusta Regional received more than $19 million in CARES Act funds to help continue their growth they were seeing before the pandemic. They're hoping these funds will help get them back on track. They say things can only get better from here as we get closer to Thursday and Friday, and our local airports expect to see even more people touching down on the tarmac.
Yesterday, we did see an increase in traffic, and we counted to the Masters. We love to see it. You know, we want the airport to be busy, and economically, you know, we want to be prosperous as well. So we're happy to see everybody starting to come back and starting to travel again as well.
And the airports say they don't want to release the numbers of how many people they're looking to see come into Augusta. They say we'll have to wait until at least mid-May to get those numbers to see who actually comes through Augusta. Coming up on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we talk to another local airport who says that the Masters Week has helped keeping their doors open during a very difficult time. Richard?
Yes, certainly some encouraging signs from Augusta Regional Airport. Will, thanks very much. Also in the news today, a Navy sailor accused of opening fire at a business complex in Maryland today. Then police say he headed for nearby Fort Detrick, which is about 45 miles northwest of Washington, D.C. Femi Redwood breaks down what happened there.
The military confirms it was a Navy medic who opened fire at a business complex near Maryland's Fort Detrick.
Our shooter today, our suspect has been identified as 38-year-old Fantahoon, middle name Gurma, and I'm going to spell the last name for you. Woldesенbet.
Frederick police say the suspect used a rifle to shoot 2 sailors at a military institution at the Riverside Tech Park, then drove to the Fort Detrick base about 10 minutes away. He made it through a gate and onto the property before being confronted and killed by base personnel.
They were able to stop him in a parking lot. He then brandished a weapon, and our police department was able to neutralize the subject.
The 2 victims were airlifted to a Baltimore hospital.
I just want to send the city's wishes to the families of the victims in the hopes for quick recoveries.
Police said there were no remaining risks to the public, but described the incident as terrible and tragic, something that's becoming all too frequent.
Every time we turn on the TV, we're seeing something like this happen, and now it's happening in our backyard, so no one wants to see this type of thing.
The Navy confirms the shooter was on active duty, assigned to the Fort Detrick base. Police continue to investigate a motive for the violence. Femi Redwood, CBS News, New York.
Officials tell us one victim is in critical condition, the other scheduled to be released from the hospital tomorrow. Day 7 of the Derek Chauvin trial continues today. Minneapolis Police Lieutenant Johnny Mersel taking the stand. He trains officers in use of force and defensive tactics. When asked by prosecutors if the procedure would be authorized for a subject who is under control and handcuffed, Mersel replied that it would not be authorized.
So that you want to use the least amount of force as necessary?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because if you can use the least amount, a lower level of force to meet your objectives, it's safer and better for everybody involved.
President Biden visiting a coronavirus vaccination site this afternoon in Virginia. The president announcing this afternoon the deadline for every adult to be eligible to receive the vaccine is being moved up to April the 19th, about 2 weeks earlier than the president's previously announced May 1st deadline. Supporters of a medical marijuana bill in South Carolina calling for lawmakers to pass it. The bill would allow people with certain debilitating conditions like epilepsy or cancer to buy medical marijuana if it's approved by a licensed doctor. One mom says passing the bill would help improve a lot of people's quality of life.
Patients like my severely disabled autistic daughter, Kira. She cannot speak to tell us how much pain she is in from her medically complex conditions and reacts with aggressively violent behavior. Like other patients, she has tried other medications available currently that either did not work or the side effects were intolerable.
That bill passed the Senate Medical Affairs Committee last week. Senator Davis said at that time he was very optimistic the bill would pass in the full Senate. Well, you heard it. Georgia's not the only one waiting to change election laws. South Carolina law. If you're on Facebook, it's possible a hacker now has your name, your phone number. Coming up, what you need to know about the latest Facebook hack, and it's a big one.
Remaining very slim for our Wednesday, but going up as we head later into the week. We'll have your first alert forecast next.
Well, let me tell you.
More than 533 million Facebook users had their phone numbers and other personal data leaked to hackers. It is one of the biggest data breaches in social media history. Jamie Tucker tells us what to do if you may have been hacked.
In terms of data breaches, this one's pretty bad. The Facebook information was hacked 2 years ago. It includes phone numbers, names, birth dates, and location of over 32 million Facebook users in the United States alone. This has all been for sale on the dark web for a couple of years, but over the weekend, the website Bleeping Computer discovered that someone had posted that information for free. That means the information is now in the hands of hackers all over the world.
One of the reasons this breach is worse than others are those phone numbers. And one of the hardest things for hackers to get associated with a name or an email address. And they're even more valuable because while people may change their email address and passwords, they don't change their phone numbers.
Hackers can attack users in a number of ways, the very least of which is contacting you by phone or email and speak to you by name, which will lead someone to believe what they're saying. They could also do what's called a SIM swap. They contact your carrier using your phone number, claiming they lost their phone. If the wireless carrier changes the number, the hacker could intercept any calls, texts, or two-factor authentication of credit card or bank accounts. Serious stuff. So what should you do at this point? Go to the website Have I Been Pwned at this address to see if your email address has been compromised. Pay close attention to billing statements for charges you don't recognize. And be aware, you could get phone calls or emails from scammers asking for you by name and being very specific.
It's true, it's just about 20% of Facebook users here in the U.S., but err on the side of caution and assume that your information is now in the hands of the bad guys. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
Great heads up there. So remember, your bank, your credit card company, government agencies will never contact you by phone or by email. Jamie did reach out to Facebook asking that they address this big breach. We'll let you know when they respond to that. Well, let's turn now to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. Riley, 2 perfect days so far. Can Wednesday be any worse out at Augusta National?
No, I think Wednesday would be just as perfect for us. Fantastic weather again on Wednesday, but by Thursday into Friday, Saturday, that's when we do start to notice some changes in the forecast. But hopefully you've been able to get outside and enjoy that weather today. Fantastic conditions again. Sunny skies. We're up to 85 today here in Augusta. And those winds have been generally light out of the west, kind of swaying from the northwest to the southwest, but generally less than 10 miles an hour. And everybody has been able to hit at least 80. We're starting to see a few spots dip below 80. Wrightsville, Washington, you're at 79. Millen, 83. Same thing in Sylvania. And Aiken, you're currently at 82 this afternoon. As far as low temperatures go, another fairly mild night, not expecting them to get too cool overnight. Most of us should stay in the upper 40s if you live outside the Augusta metro. Inside Bobby Jones will likely stay in the upper 50s for those low temperatures by tomorrow morning. But a fantastic outlook again on Wednesday if you're heading out to the Augusta National Golf Club. Just remember the sunglasses, the sunscreen, a hat. That's the only thing you're going to have to worry about weather-wise tomorrow. It's going to be that sunshine. High temperatures back into the mid-80s, and those winds will stay just kind of swaying out of the west between 5 to 10 throughout the day on Wednesday. Everybody should be able to see at least the 80s again tomorrow, and most likely get at least into the mid-80s. A very comfortable afternoon again on Wednesday. Then the rain chances start to go up. Most of your Thursday does look dry. I'm really concerned about Friday, Saturday. I think that's when our rain chances will be highest. One improvement to the forecast today is that Sunday, those rain chances do look much lower. I think that rain will be moving east of us as we head into the latter half of the weekend. But this is going to be our system that's going to continue developing and trying to move our way over the next couple of days. By tomorrow afternoon, we likely will notice a few high-level clouds starting to show up, but staying dry at least through Wednesday night. Now into our Thursday. Most of Thursday does look dry. We're going to be tracking this wave of showers, maybe even a couple thunderstorms embedded in that line as it heads towards us later into the day on Thursday. Now, it's really expected to lose its punch by the time it reaches us, so can't rule out that some of that does hold together and produce a few spotty showers, but most of your Thursday does look dry. Better opportunity to see rain Friday and Saturday. We're going to be up ahead of a cold front. This cold front is what's going to move through Saturday night into Sunday morning, and this is why our Sunday forecast has improved. The timing of that front is going to be critical to where our rain chances will be highest, and it currently looks like that front will be moving east of us as we head into Sunday morning. So that means Sunday afternoon should be fairly nice for us. But I did keep just a low rain chance in there for your Sunday just for that opportunity of a few morning showers. Stick with us. We'll have much more news and weather just after a short break.
Ultimate Bath.
We have been following this breaking news out of Columbia County, and now we're learning some new information. We're just now learning 4 families have been displaced by this fire in Grovetown. These are live pictures from a multi-family dwelling over on Aberdeen Circle. That is in the Canterbury Farm subdivision, not too far from Interstate 20. Officials say 8 units have been damaged there. That call coming in just after 3:15 this afternoon. In all of the damage, there were no injuries reported, so that is some good news, but a very heavy presence of first responders in the streets there as they respond to a fire at Aberdeen Circle. The plan to develop a veteran cemetery here in Augusta, still moving forward, thing that's been in the works here for more than 20 years.
Well, you do the green light to watch the car on Wednesday. Nice weather extending into tomorrow, but by Thursday, throwing in the yellow light. We'll have another look at that forecast next.
Augusta's exclusive Audi dealer, Audi Augusta, part of the Gerald Jones family.
What do women want? Gentlemen, pay attention. Let's get this straight. When your car does all the talking on the first date, there probably won't be a second date. Enough about your fully optimized speakers. Just play some good music, silly. And sorry, but corn dogs, beers, and baseball are not going to get you a home run. See? We're not so complicated. We always respond to the little things. You know, the sparkly things.
Follow News 1226 on Twitter to keep informed with the latest happening near you.
Well, it's going to be a great evening to get outside, maybe grab a bite to eat, do some outdoor dining tips. Going to be pretty warm through this evening. Heading into your Wednesday, we're expecting mostly sunny skies during the day, just a few high-level clouds into the afternoon. High temperatures back at least into the mid-80s. Looking nice for our Wednesday. On Thursday, most of your Thursday does look dry. Heading into Thursday afternoon, there could be a few stray showers, but once again, most of the day does look drier. Rain chances do look higher Friday into Saturday, and then they do drop off towards the latter half of the weekend.
And don't forget, the Lee Elder event is underway right now on the campus of Payne College. Payne College honoring Lee Elder with an honorary doctorate, his trailblazing efforts. He first appeared at the Augusta Masters in 1975, breaking the color barrier there, and this is a very special honor for him over at Payne College. We're going to go there live in just a few minutes after a short break.